Certified Agile Service Manager, Lesson 7. Roles Part 2. Agile Service Management Roles. Welcome to Lesson 7. In this lesson, we'll look at the Agile Service Management roles, including their similarities and differences when compared to the Scrum roles. We'll study Agile Process Owner, Agile Process Team, and Agile Service Manager. As we study, think about whether these roles exist in your organization. They might be called something different, or might only partially exist. Let's start with the Agile Process Owner. Process Owner is a familiar concept in service management frameworks and standards like ITIL and ISO IEC 20000. Typically, they will have the ultimate responsibility for the performance of a process. They will make sure it realizes objectives measured by key process indicators, and they will have the authority and ability to make necessary changes. The Agile Process Owner doesn't replace this role. Instead, it applies agile thinking to the role. Many organizations implement processes using a traditional waterfall methodology. Weeks of design in closed rooms are followed by a big bang implementation across the whole organization, with limited opportunities for feedback and improvement. Applying agile thinking to the process owner role changes the focus to incremental releases focused on value and business objectives. You can see some responsibilities of an agile process owner here. They are responsible for instilling agile thinking into a process, which can be a significant change for some organizations. As part of this, they will create a process backlog to address any areas where the process is not delivering value. Every process should be inspected regularly to identify areas for improvement. Do you have any processes in your organization that you would consider to be perfect? Most processes will have at least a few areas where they can be improved. The rest of the Agile Process Owner responsibilities are shown here. A Continual Service Improvement, or CSI register, is a service management term used to refer to the log of improvements for a service or process. This term doesn't exist in Scrum. The process backlog can be used as the CSI register for a process, as it also acts as a repository for desired improvements. The next Agile Service Management role to consider is that of the Agile Process Team. This is a cross-functional team that includes the roles you can see here. Based on your own experience, you might know that this isn't how many organizations structure their process teams. Many organizations structure their teams by function or skill. The process analysts form one team, the toolset administrators another, and so on. Bringing all the process skills into one team helps to identify any issues early on. For example, it prevents process analysts designing a workflow that cannot be implemented using the existing toolset. The Agile Process Team must consider all process stakeholders, including those associated with any interfacing processes. For example, the team working on an increment of the change management process might need representation from the release management process. Customer and user representatives are critical as they are the ultimate recipient of process outputs. Their requirements must be understood and their feedback considered. Process practitioners should also be represented on the team. These are the staff who will be working with the process once it's implemented. There's an important point to note here about the differences between roles and people. Some organizations have dozens of service management processes. The idea of a team for each process could seem completely impractical. Remember, these teams are cross-functional, working together for a sprint. A team member might work on many different processes in different roles. A role should not be thought of as a person because a single person can have many roles. Setting up a new process team, which will be self-organizing and empowered, can be challenging, particularly if the organization isn't used to working in that way. Team members may be nervous about the idea of being accountable to each other as part of their daily work. Some danger signs to watch out for in the team are lack of trust, lack of information sharing, team members not willing to be accountable to each other, internal politics and infighting. The Agile Service Manager will be responsible for coaching the team to help them adapt to working in a more agile way. Our final role to study is the Agile Service Manager. Service Manager is a generic term for any manager within a service provider. The term is commonly used to refer to a business relationship manager, a process manager, or a senior manager with responsibility for IT services overall. A service manager is often assigned several roles, such as business relationship management, service level management, and continual service improvement. The role of the Agile Service Manager applies Agile values to the traditional Service Manager role. A Service Manager has a clear understanding of the services required to deliver business value. If their role includes business relationship management or service level management, they will also understand how services need to perform in order to meet business requirements. IT service management processes are used to transition, operate, and improve services. The Agile Service Manager can help the Agile process owner understand what business value the processes are supporting. The Agile Service Manager role is the operational counterpart to the ScrumMaster, which is most commonly a role focused on software development. One of the benefits of implementing this role is that the Agile Service Manager can reach over to development and can speak their language. They can educate development on service management and learn more about the software development lifecycle. The Agile Service Manager should have organizational change management experience, as a lot of what this role does involves facilitating culture change. The Agile Service Manager is a facilitator, coach, protector, and servant leader. If you've studied DevOps before taking this course, you will see the parallels here. An organization that has a certified ScrumMaster role and a certified Agile Service Manager role working together will achieve the level of communication and collaboration required to support DevOps. The organization overall benefits from development and operations working closely together, all focused on business value. You can see the main responsibilities of the Agile Service Manager here. Notice the similarities to the ScrumMaster role. For example, they will protect the team and remove impediments, but they do not lead the team. Like the ScrumMaster, the Agile Service Manager is a servant leader. The IT service management processes that an organization implements will ultimately affect the services that are delivered to the business. Good quality processes lead to good quality services, leading to overall business value. By operating as part of the team, the Agile Service Manager maintains focus on service value. We're going to think about the role of the Agile Service Manager in more detail with an exercise. Plan to spend 30 minutes on this exercise and don't forget to review the suggested solution we have provided. In the last lesson, we looked at how the ScrumMaster serves the product owner, the team, and the organization. The Agile Service Manager will serve the process owner, the team, and the organization as part of their role. Think of at least 3 examples for each area. How does the Agile Service Manager serve each of them? This is the final topic for this lesson, so if you'd like, you can progress on to the course quiz and end of lesson before getting started on this exercise. Click the Next button if you'd like to do so.